What's going on, guys? Today, we're gonna descend into the murky world of Reddit threads and chat rooms and explore fan theories. Is there any merit to them, or are they a bunch of crap? We'll find out. And we have a couple of cool dudes to talk about it with. First, he's one of the schmoes from Schmoes Know, and one of the hosts of the Jedi Council, Christian Harloff. And he's the writer of Honest Trailers and the host of Does It Hold Up, Spencer Gilbert. Before we dive right in, what do you think about fan theories in general? Are they, do you hate them, or is it part of what we love about this stuff?
I think they're really fun. It's great for rewatching a movie with the fan theory in mind, but none of them are real, let's be honest. Right. No one's that smart.
Let's dive into our first one. Batman v Superman. First off, this fan theory, it's sprawling, it's everywhere, and it's a little bananas, but follow me. They say it's part of the Nolanverse. The 3 Dark Knight movies did not stop. Christian Bale is still Batman. What is Ben Affleck then? Ben Affleck is Deathstroke, they're saying. And there are little Easter eggs in the trailers that say, oh, Bruce Wayne couldn't run into the rubble of Metropolis and all the smoke and everything. He'd die. But Deathstroke could because he's a metahuman. And they're saying that Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, John Blake, is actually the Joker, recast with Jared Leto. A lot of stuff going on here.
Imagine how confusing it would be if you're a general audience member and you go in and Christian Bale shows up and then Ben Affleck says, I'm Deathstroke, I'm not Batman. This is a movie that already has Wonder Woman, that already has Lex Luthor, that already has Superman. I mean, I would love it, but that would be the most bananas movie of all time. There's no way this is happening.
It's taken people a while to go, wait a minute, Ben Affleck's gonna be Batman? And then you just like, no, well, he's not. He's actually Deathstroke. And then you try to tie it into this, what Nolan portrayed, this very realistic world of Gotham.
One other thing with this theory, they're saying Batman v Superman, and Roman numeral V, that's the 5th one.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being no way, and 10 being like, huh, that's plausible.
Tinfoil bat hat, that's a 1.
Okay, a 1.
Can I go 0.5?
0.5. For the record, that is less than 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're calling BS on that.
Yeah.
Oh, this next one, another doozy. Jar Jar Binks, Sith Lord? Dun dun, what? He influenced the Emperor, he was a skilled Jedi, he used mind tricks, and he used this fighting style that was like very similar to like Jackie Chan's Drunken Master.
Also similar to minstrel acts of the 1920s.
Some people say he's an insulting character, yes. But is Jar Jar like a dark genius of these movies?
If this was true, and you found out that Jar Jar Binks was a villain, and it happened in The Force Awakens in a month from now, riots.
Misa the Emperor now!
This would be bigger than Kaiser Soze. This would be bigger than the ending of 7. If the twist of Jar Jar being a Sith Lord is true, it's the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled.
There was slowed down footage of people saying things in the prequels, and then you see Jar Jar's mouth moving like he's doing a Jedi mind trick on them.
If Jar Jar is the inverse of Yoda. Yeah. Where Yoda is this kind of goofy little puppet thing that turns out to be this great Jedi Master. Jar Jar is this goofy CGI thing that turns out to be this horrible Sith Lord. Maybe?
Yeah, and when you think about it, Jar Jar Binks is the one that practically crowned the Emperor.
He did. So. He gave him the powers, but Palpatine again coerced him into doing that. The theory was very well written. It was very smart. It's crazy.
I want to believe Jar Jar. I want to believe. I'm really X-Files on this
JJ said he was going to kill him. JJ said he was going to put his bones in the desert so we could see him. It's not happening. His bones are going to be somewhere. Look for those.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to the Jedi Council first.
1.
1.
I'm giving this a Fox Mulder 3.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
okay.
way higher than it should have gone.
Next, let's dive into the Harry Potter universe. This theory posits that Neville Longbottom, the inept peer of Harry Potter, is actually the chosen one. So there's a prophecy that lists what it requires to be the chosen one, and Neville qualifies for all of them, as does Harry Potter.
Well, I hate to quote scripture at you, but the book, it says that he will be marked by the Dark Lord is part of the prophecy. Harry Potter's got a big old lightning bolt tattoo on his forehead.
Yeah. Some people say that Voldemort torturing Neville's parents psychologically scarred and marked him.
Come on, man. I mean, that is I'm sorry for Neville, I'm sorry for the Longbottoms, but Harry Potter has a lightning bolt on his eye.
If you look at it, the guy makes a good case. You're like, well, wait a minute. He is the one who kind of hits Voldemort in the sweet spot. They even said that Dumbledore shifted the focus onto Harry, so we didn't get a lot of spotlight on Neville, so he could do what he had to do. But yeah, it's Harry Potter's movie.
Yeah.
And we saw him get old with kids.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the possibility of this being real?
I'll give it a 3.
Okay.
Three.
Okay.
Yeah.
3.
Wingardium. I'm not going to do a pun.
Yeah.
1.
It blows my mind that you gave the Jar Jar one a 3.
Yeah.
That's 1.
Spectre just came out. Here's a theory that James Bond is only a code name. So each actor, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, etc., it's not rebooting the franchise. It's just another agent taking the Bond mantle in MI6. Whoever achieves 007 status is now the James Bond.
I can dig this theory because each one, it doesn't take place in like the 60s or the 70s. Right? It takes place in the time period it's supposed to take place. And it's interesting too because even though it's the same kind of guy where they're smooth or the womanizer, there's a particular model of dude that the program looks for.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense that a secret agent wouldn't use his real name every time he's out on a mission. Also, you have examples of people like M and people like Q who go by code names and change all the time in the James Bond universe.
Judi Dench, she was M for Brosnan and Craig, so that lends itself to what we're talking about.
The fly in the ointment is Skyfall, where he went back to his Home Alone trap house and you saw pictures of his family. Now, the only way around that is if you think that Skyfall is where they take the new James Bond to brainwash them into thinking that they've assumed the identity of James Bond.
If they programmed every Bond to be like a killing machine, do they also program him to be a womanizer?
Girlfriend.
It's kind of crazy. Personally, yeah, I'm with Christian. I would love it if this was the truth. So let's talk about this. Let's rate it. Christian, scale of 1 to 10.
4.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with another 5 because you can read it that way if you bend yourself into shape.
A lot of people have talked about the ending of Inception. Does the top fall? Does it keep spinning? What happens? Reality, dream? This fan theory contends that the top is not actually Leo's totem, it's actually his wedding ring. He has his wedding ring in dreams. He does not have it in reality. In the final scene of the film, he doesn't have it. So, it's real. He's come home to his children.
It makes a lot of sense because from what I understand, the totem is supposed to be something that only you know about and only you can tell the difference. I think we all know what it looks like when a top falls over.
Yeah.
So that would be a really bad totem that everyone could look at and be like, oh, you're in a dream, you're not in a dream. The wedding ring thing is really smart and it would fit with his character of being like the best dream hacker. I don't know what he is. Being the best at what he does, that he would have a red herring like that.
I 100% buy into this theory, and because this is different from the other stuff that we're talking about too. This is Christopher Nolan going, come on, try to figure this out. Nolan's won't talk about it, doesn't say yes or no when he's been asked about this thing too. He doesn't deny it. He just says, watch the movie.
Christopher Nolan's one of those guys. He's so detail-oriented that he could pull the wool over us and get something in there like that.
Okay, so let's rate this one. Scale of 1 to 10. Christian?
I'm going to do it. 10. I'm going
Boom!
big. I'm going 10. I think that this is
10?
absolutely...
I'll go 9 blahs just to give myself a little wiggle room.
You know what? I love it, and if a bookcase can be another dimension, the wedding ring can be the totem. Oh, I love this one. This one's so stupid and so great. Joey, Dave Coulier's character from Full House, is the father of all the children. You are the father! Bob Saget has dark hair. His wife, who deceased, who we see in like one video clip, has light hair. All the kids have light hair. 12% chance that all the kids could have light hair. Who has light hair? Dave Coulier's character, Joey. Joey is Bob Saget's childhood friend. Why would he devote 8 years of his life to helping his childhood friend raise his kids? He has that little going on. It only makes sense that Joey is the father of all the kids in that house, all the Tanner kids.
I'll say because he could do a lot of impressions, and impressions were huge in the 80s. This
Cut
is
it
true.
out.
This is absolutely. He could just pull out that Muppet Baby animal impression anytime he wanted to. He was scoring chicks.
I buy it. He's got like that great mullet. You can't resist. This is a guy that
Who could resist a guy in a mullet and a hockey jersey?
He scored Alanis Morissette. He could score.
Right?
That's the real fan theory. Is he is the subject of the song You Ought to Know.
Yeah.
Those kids look nothing like Bob Saget. It's a 10 out of 10.
Let me take it one more level. Let me inception this that much more. Uncle Jesse got married and had twins. Those twins both had blonde hair. Uncle Jesse and his wife, dark hair. Dave Coulier also had sex with Uncle Jesse's wife.
Hence Fuller House. They're going to explain all of this.
Yes.
And he's not wearing a wedding ring in any of the scenes.
So, can we all just give this 10s and move on?
Yes.
Great. Wow. So, what did we leave out? What's a fan theory that we're missing? Is Groot really Thanos? Is Jaws in the Finding Nemo universe? Tell us in the comments section below the best answer, the most fun answer. We're going to send you a Screen Junkies t-shirt. I want to thank these two dudes, Christian Harloff, Schmozno, Collider Jedi Council. I thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you very much. I have my ring on.
And Spencer Gilbert, tell us about your new show real quick.
Oh man, well, you know, there's some movies that, let's be real, we're never gonna get around to doing an honest trailer for, but I still want to watch Demolition Man. So I am bringing on guests. We're watching our favorite movies that we had as a kid, seeing if they hold up. I hope you will both be on.
Absolutely.
I would love to. And Spencer, where exactly can we find that?
Screen Junkies Plus, which is French for plus.
Oui. Screen Junkies Plus. It's already dropped. Get on board, join the party. It's a good time.
3-month free trial on ScreenJunkies.com.
Heck yeah, do it now. I want to thank you for watching. I'm Hal Rudnick. Hit us all up on Twitter. Bye-bye.
When The Rock was taking me through the doors, I didn't know what was happening. What I really thought in my head was, oh, hey, they're gonna prank me and there's gonna be a surprise pizza party.